Didn't you hear? Crypto is back, baby. Time to get insane gains, prove Wall Street wrong, say F you to the government, and build generational wealth by diamond handsing. Bitcoin is back up to $42,000. Actually, it's so volatile, by the time I finish saying the sentence, it will have risen to 55,000. Bitcoin is up over 150% since the start of the year. And you know what else is back? The crypto shill. Remember when every celebrity was promoting a stupid cryptocurrency that they knew was a scam and probably should be facing jail time right now? Yeah, I remember those days, when we took financial advice from Kim Kardashian and Floyd Mayweather, well known for their excellent contributions to economics on both an academic and policy sense. With these individuals promoting cryptocurrency, how could you ever fail? Bitcoin hit its peak in the 60,000s in November of 2021, and just 1 year later had lost over 70% of its value. And the vast majority of us gave up on the decentralized currency. They bought in high and they sold in low, a true winning formula. They must have forgotten Bitcoin is scarce. Only 21 million will ever be in existence. But the founder or founders of Bitcoin hold 1.1 million of them. 1.1 million Bitcoin which have never been used. At its peak in November 2021, Satoshi was worth $75 billion, making them one of the richest people in the world. But just like D.B. Cooper before them, their fate is unknown. One person whose fate is certainly sealed is the disgraced founder of FTX, Sam Bankman-Fried, who will likely spend the rest of his life in prison for stealing money from his clients. This was after he spent years promoting FTX with celebrities. It's almost as if there's a pattern here. The more celebrities promote something, probably the less you can trust their product. Unlike regular money, crypto is held on the blockchain, a decentralized technology that has a ledger of all transactions. Each participant in the network has a copy of the entire blockchain. A cryptocurrency wallet is used to store the public and private keys necessary to access and manage one's holdings. Who needs the big banks when you got the blockchain? As the United States continually prints trillions of dollars a year and sends our hard-earned taxpayer money overseas rather than spending it on the millions of their own people that are out here dying on the streets, and is apparently so powerful it can block the United Nations, it's not hard to see why so many would prefer the privacy and the security of the blockchain. Using Bitcoin has become its own counterculture movement, a revolutionary innovation to disrupt the traditional finance system. And of course, the real reason many talk about crypto, you could potentially make a lot of money. Also the risk that we might not even be picking the right type of cryptocurrency. JP Chase says that Ethereum will actually be the one that outperforms Bitcoin in 2024. They state that Bitcoin will be having a halving event that will decrease the number of total Bitcoins in circulation next year. However, JP Chase, they think that excessive optimism is actually working against Bitcoin. They think that that's actually already being priced into the current value of the asset. Therefore, they think that Ethereum will actually be the cryptocurrency to watch next year. That's going to be the one with the big gains. But are people actually buying Bitcoin for all the pros I just listed? Satoshi imagined a world one day where people would actually use crypto as a mean of exchange. When is the last time you ever heard someone say, oh yeah, I bought that loaf of bread for 0.0405 Bitcoin? Must have been some Wonder Bread. Strangely, crypto rides on the retail investor getting caught up in FOMO. Trading volume has soared in recent months. Coinbase is up 310% year to date. Hell, even Coney is doing well and paying some fat dividends. But the more Bitcoin goes up, the more media attention it gets, the more YouTubers talk about it, the more the retail investor wants to get in and will start buying in at prices, not because they believe in the investment, but because they think they can sell it later for a bigger buck. It becomes the greater fool theory. The belief that the underlying asset is not determined by its intrinsic value, but there will be a greater fool out there willing to pay more regardless of the fundamentals. Be honest with yourself. Are you actually buying crypto because you believe in decentralized currency and believe it will one day be used to buy goods and services? Or are you just buying it because you're hoping it goes up in value? And that underlying belief is so important. With something as volatile as Bitcoin, the moment bad news comes out and the price drops, you're probably gonna panic sell as well. Think about how much of a discount Bitcoin was at for the past 2 years. When it was at $16,000 in November of 2021, where were all the people FOMOing buying it at 60K just the year prior? Nothing fundamentally changed with Bitcoin. It's the same exact currency as it's been the past decade. People keep pointing to Bitcoin and are feeling bullish because the cryptocurrency may finally be approved to appear in ETFs, and that's what's gonna take the price to the moon. Well, guess what? I've been seeing this same headline for years. For years, people have been saying, just you wait, they're gonna get approved to be in ETFs, and then large companies are just gonna buy all the cryptocurrencies out there, and that's gonna inflate the price. People have been saying this for so long, and it doesn't mean that it won't happen, but the real truth is nobody knows the future. Nobody knows what the price of Bitcoin will be in 5 years. Even that daily Bitcoin video uploader, he has no clue what the price of Bitcoin or other cryptocurrencies will be even tomorrow, let alone 5 years from now. But saying that in the title of the video, that probably wouldn't get you to click it, would it? Also, be aware that crypto is not backed by anything. It's not backed by the Federal Reserve like it does with cash in the bank. So if the platform you're using goes broke or a hack happens, sorry, you just lost all your money. People always think about the best case scenario when making investments, but that's such backward investing. People should actually start with the worst case scenario and then build from there. There's so much more news about crypto and history that I didn't have time to cover, like the Binance founder likely going to jail now for money laundering. Why is it that there's this pattern that if you're a founder of a crypto exchange, you're probably doing some shady stuff and you're going to jail? El Salvador became the first country to allow Bitcoin as legal tender, and that became a disaster when their new president used the nation's reserves to invest in Bitcoin, subsequently lost 50% of their value overnight. Surveys showed that a very small percentage of their population actually had faith in crypto. Imagine going to your job every day, working super hard, putting in the long hours, only to get paid in a crypto you actually didn't think was worth anything. Imagine spending your hard-earned money on a FOMO investment. Folks have made a lot of money on crypto. This isn't hating on crypto. Many have lost a lot, though, to crypto as well. You might say I'm being ambiguous with my message, but perhaps you just need more context, like the president of Harvard or the University of Pennsylvania. And maybe you just need to make your own decisions. I post my weekly trades, which have been beating the stock market this year on Patreon. One of my recent stock highlights went up 17% in the week after I posted about it. Leave a like, leave a comment on what you think about Bitcoin and crypto in the comments below. My videos are always found in podcast form under the Collect Cash podcast name, and I'll catch you on the next one.